Right. So, Murtala, what have you got for us?
Yes, I've
Very
got a lot
quickly.
for you. Starting from Friday, you
Okay.
notice that Friday when we're here, we're talking about a certain substance that's going to be destroyed, and guess what the substance is?
Weed.
Marijuana.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Marijuana.
But you were there.
I
That,
was
that's
there.
what I
Cannabis.
understood there.
Cannabis,
How?
right.
So
Were you high?
That's exactly what I want to ask you.
This is the
you-
second time that I'm
That's
covering.
not a question.
I'm coming. This is the second time that I'm covering the
You look
an
high.
event like that. Absolutely
you
not.
high?
4 days
Absolutely not.
later.
Absolutely not. You know, sometimes it's very difficult to. I wonder whether indeed it's even the substance that we are talking about, because the only thing that will make you wonder is the direction of the wind. The only time that I have a sense of it is when they were parking it out of the two vehicles, the trucks that went there, because of the direction of. So we had the opportunity to go around it. So at some point in time, you can feel the atmosphere that something is changing. But when they started to burn it, it was difficult from where I was standing to even have a feel of it,
Really?
how the whole thing was going to. So if you ask me whether I was high, no, I wasn't high.
You weren't high?
Idolize my witness.
Really?
If I
I'm
was
not
high,
an
then
expert.
But were
idolize-
you irie? Were you irie?
Not at all.
I'm not
at
an
all.
expert in
Absolutely.
you know, marijuana and stuff, but
Sure.
I want to believe that there's probably something that is added to it to not make.
You
because
notice also the port, the petrol, the fuel that they put, it could also have an
probably,
effect on
probably.
The petrol.
Absolutely.
But they
That
light
is
the
used-
thing and
No,
then
no,
they
no.
smoke the thing.
Because it will dilute the
Some
smell.
of the smell,
and,
yes.
Exactly.
So it was
that's what I was
difficult for
talking
those
about.
of us around to even have a
Right.
smell of what was.
So
But why
sense.
didn't you have a nose mask on?
No, I had a nose mask on at the time, but as of the time that I was going to speak
Next
to
time,
you,
take lantern. I think he wants to have a feel of it.
at the time I was speaking to you,
Maybe
the
I'll feel
atmosphere was
irate when
so.
I get there.
No, it wasn't. It was so safe at that particular
Right,
point. So
right.
that's why my nose mask was off. So on Friday,
I have a question though.
Okay.
Isn't there anything at all that we can use this for, rather than, you know, other than burning it?
so the registrar of the court has an answer for you in relation to that particular point that you made. But if you, as you can see, let's go and watch what the registrar of the circuit, Mr. Kingsley Prosper Damanka, has to say in relation to how we can refine this particular substance instead of burning them.
My prayer is that maybe this should be a wake-up call for the lawmakers to relook at the laws and also think through it. Where pharmaceutical companies are in need of some of these substances to do medicines and the rest, if it can be channeled through that angle and then money is made for the state instead of bringing us all the way from Accra to this place, burning fuel, which are also monies given by the state, when we are coming to destroy things that can also bring money to the coffers of the nation.
Right. So
The registrar is making that call. Let's find a way, but the laws will have to change. So to the lawmakers, this is a call for you, because what was done was in accordance of the court is saying, go and destroy,
Go and destroy
them.
it.
And one of
But
the
in
ways of
future?
destroying them is to have them burnt.
someone says that they are wasting it.
Yeah, it's possible. That's why he makes the
They
call.
are
they are
wasting
wasting
it
it.
according to
They
they
are,
want it.
they are wasting. They are wasting.
But it was
the
actually
marijuana.
procured out of illegal means.
Yeah.
So once we
But
are,
if it was procured through illegal means, right? It can be employed legally. Give it to the pharmacy, because
But
some of the
that is
pharmaceutical
why-
companies.
No, but that's what he's saying.
registrar
that
make the
the
call.
So they should
law
sell it to them.
doesn't
The law is saying
allow
that
for it.
destroy them.
So
Yeah.
yes.
we need to
So
amend
maybe they
the
can
laws.
amend the law
Absolutely.
so that
So-
and the government can even make money from it, right?
Absolutely.
Because if
That-
this contraband is seized and the pharmaceutical companies need it and all of that, there could be some sort of arrangement where the pharmaceutical companies that need it would pay,
Absolutely.
for it, and then it will be given to them, so
One
that
of
the
the-
government is making some money from
One
it.
of the responses that I also had in relation to why it was banned because the strength, I'm told that it is higher than what is even required for institutions to
it's
have
potent.
it. Yes, the potency level is above.
Is it Aveno
above
weed?
normalcy?
You know, have you heard of Aveno weed?
Please,
Well,
let's
I didn't
move on.
try also
Okay.
this, okay.
Let's move
I
on.
don't
What
know.
is
You know
happening?
they say there's
The way-
some weed called Aveno.
The way you are
weed.
excited
It's very
about this
potent.
particular subject, I think the next time you should be
For
the one
someone who
covering
doesn't
this
smoke, you know I've no weed.
Yeah.
one. He read about them.
I know people who smoke Aveno weed. They say when you smoke it to
It's
pass your
illegal.
head
You know
inside.
people who are smoking in.
You haven't made a
Yeah, I know
report to the
people who
police.
smoke
it.
You
And you
should
are
have
with
reported
I'm not with
about
them,
that to the
but I know
police.
them. I know them.
So
I know some of them.
You are betting them.
I'm not
Yes,
abetting them.
but you are
the
doing
fact that
what?
I know them doesn't mean I'm abetting them.
And you are supporting
I know
them.
You know what
That's why you're
abetment
supporting
is?
them.
I'm not supporting them.
You are encouraging
Please,
them.
let's
I'm
move
not
on.
supporting them. Okay, it's okay. Before I incriminate
So I'm
myself.
taking you to the circuit court at Achimota, an alleged forgery of will where a lawyer, Joseph Ekosam, is involved together with Alhaji Seidu Adams Baba and 3 siblings, Said Celia, Abdul Celia, and then Abubakar Celia. The last 2 are on the run, and so the court is looking for them. What is in relation to this case is that Idris Celia, one of the brothers, and because of what has happened, this case has been filed at Achimota, and then the trial is ongoing. Prosecution have been able to file all the necessary disclosures and witness statements that the court has asked them to file for the case to continue. So at the next court sitting sometime in November, the court will sit and conduct case management conference. So that is the progress in relation to this alleged will forgery in which a lawyer and then a chief and 3 siblings are involved, but 2 of the siblings are currently on the run. Now to the subject that we were discussing, the new legal year.
Yes.
Yes.
The legal year has begun.
Absolutely. So special church service on Saturday. I didn't see someone there. Next time.
It's the 67th legal year,
Absolutely.
right?
Church service, special one. It should be you should be there to learn moral support. You know, you get it.
You are one in the making. In the making.
So eventually, as you can see, that is the procession led by the Chief Justice, the Judicial Secretary, into the auditorium of the church service, where you could see a lot of, virtually most of the people you see in the legal for the Ghana Bar Association president was there, the Deputy Attorney General.
So those
was
weren't
there.
read at the Supreme Court justices, right?
Yes, Supreme Court justices, Court of Appeal justices, and also High Court justices. In
Okay.
fact,
They are the
some
ones wearing the
magistrates, yes,
Yes.
those are the judges in there. And then the lawyers also, and the directors of the judicial service were all there. So this is some of the scenes at the church service on Saturday. So the presiding bishop of the Methodist Church, Most Reverend Dr. Paul Kwabena Boafo, has this message for the judiciary.
Every case we handle, every client we represent, we must remember that our ultimate goal is not merely to win arguments, but to secure justice. Again, our ultimate goal is not the pecuniary rewards that will come at the end of the day, but the joy of it is where the person who walked into your office goes home saying that he or she has been treated fairly, and that she or he has had a good hearing, and that they can go. In a world where inequalities persist, where voices are silenced, and where the vulnerable are often overlooked, you are moving into this year to be vigilant and to help the cause. And we must not allow justice to be a commodity available only to those who can afford it. Our legal system, though could not be 100% perfect, must strive to be a beacon of hope for all, regardless of background, status, or wealth. Sometimes we are tempted to believe that if you are affluent, if you have the money, if you have the status, if you have classmates, then the law is on your side. This must not be the case.
Yes. So
that is
Reverend
the
Boafo
message,
there.
absolutely, the message for the judiciary as the new legal year officially opens. So that is what he said at the special church service.
All right. So let's talk about the Democracy Hub protesters.
Yes.
And their plight and their quest to be granted bail.
Yes. So
What's happening?
tomorrow is 8th October, right? And that was the day that the 2 circuit court fixed for them to be rearranged. But today something is happening. The lawyers of some of the sets, they opened it 6 different sets. The set involving Oliver Barker-Vormawor and 11 others, including Felicity Nelson, will be at the High Court today on the simple reason that they have filed bail application before the High Court, for the High Court to admit them to bail. So the lawyers will be at the High Court today to move that particular bail application. So if they are lucky, it means ahead of their reappearance at the court tomorrow, some of them could be granted bail. Also, the set involving Ama Governor, Elom Abebio Esquire, and some 8 others, that one is also coming before another of the High Court. So 2 High Courts will be dealing with 2 sets of the bail applications before it. So we'll be knowing what exactly the argument will be, whether prosecution will oppose to that. You notice that the Attorney General makes the call that the prosecution should not oppose to bail once the relevant bail applications were considered and all that. We'll know what exactly, whether they will oppose to that, and the court will have its own wisdom to decide the fate of the accused persons. Will know. So that is one of the cases that is coming as the legal year begins today.
All right. And what about the O'Reilly Senior High School murder case?
Yes.
What's the update on that?
Another issue that has dominated the airways for a while. That matter is also before the La District Court today. And what is expected to happen is that the prosecution, in fact, the magistrate made it clear at the last court sitting that it doesn't want to, the court do not want to hear that we are still working on investigation, we are still fast-tracking, or we are not concluded investigation and we want time to do that. All that the court wants to hear today is that the duplicate case docket, I must say, has been forwarded to the Office of the Attorney General for advice on the matter. So that is what the court wants to hear. The court is warning prosecution. In fact, prosecution has also assured, the police prosecutors have assured that they are doing everything within their means to ensure that the duplicate case docket is sent to the Office of the AG. Remember that at the last court sitting, the age of the accused was determined. We're told that he's 19 years and 3 months. So today we'll know more about whether the duplicate case docket has been forwarded to the Office of the Attorney General for advice.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you to the Dio. The
Murtala.
Dio who can tease you till you die.
Inusah.
I know, right?
Be calming down. Be calming down. Everything is fine.
Today is your day. Today is one day. You know, why is the one still
I just remember.
Let me go.
It's time for. Thank you, Murtala Inusah. Yes,
thank you. We'll see you tomorrow. God
Correspondent of the Year by GHOne. The very best in the business. The very best in the business. Thank you.
Reporter of the Year.
Yeah.
You'll be a very good lawyer.
Yeah. We don't know why you are not even one yet. You know.
It is time
Okay.
to do something.
Well.
Definitely.